Bailey as director?
Oh, I loved working with Wes Bailey in almost everything. I can remember one year at the Dickey Awards. We didn't go to the Dickies. We were turning the sets around from one, I think it was 40 Carats to Rudder for the Ark. What was the name of that thing? What was it?
Well, you're telling the story.
Oh, it was that 2x4. 2x2?
Yes.
Yes, where Marty Scummel played a man of his own age. I think he was playing Moses or something.
Ah!
No, it was Noah.
Noah, right.
No.
Noah in the Ark. Ark.
Oh, it's time to go pick up the dishes. Ark.
To the Ark.
Then we went, gotta have a rudder for the Ark. Oh, and Parker sang that beautiful song about the Golden Fleece. But anyway, they were turning the sets around, and Wes and myself and Cousin Joe were up there stitching costumes. Well, I couldn't stitch anything because I'm the way I am. So they had the cutting fabrics out to glue over sandals to make them look like old sandals.
I remember those.
Yeah.
That was actually part of the Magic Theater costuming technique.
They bled for their art, really.
Well, you had to because
And then Diane Deegan would build those sets with the nails and staples stuck out still in the sets, and they'd say, "Oh, I didn't know that Michael Malsvik could leap like that," but he just backed into a tackle.
Yeah. Okay, but Wes Bailey, on the other hand.
On the other hand.
You were talking about Wes Bailey.
Well, what I liked about working with him is that he was so old-fashioned. Be to work on time. Set your costumes. Know where the makeup is. Be ready for the changes. I remember that Rhonda Lake couldn't work with him because he was so strict.
Katharine Hepburn, Betty Davis, acting techniques.
We were talking about Portfolio earlier, and we wanted to hear something about Portfolio, which you wrote and acted in.
Well, Portfolio was actually...
And Dennis directed, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we did that at the OEA Manor, which is now a swinging bachelor pad for Creighton students.
Oh, is that what happened to them?
Ooh.
It's a swinging...
They all seem to be down there.
Yeah. Oh,
Cute.
well...
And that was my hand and the glove and the pen that...
For the opening titles?
Yeah, that wrote out the Portfolio.
But the Portfolio was a different kind of a poem for me. It was like, I wanted to write it all in doggerel, which I did. And then, the point of that one being is that if a poem was such a long doggerel, was a mood setter. I wrote it because someone was boring me. And it was the lady showing the photographs. You would have thought that all those pictures of birds and kids and stuff like that would have been interesting, but in those days I drank a lot. And I was on a detective assignment with my dad, and I'd been up all night drinking coffee and trying not to be seen drinking the coffee in the car, not smoking because my dad was in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Watching people steal shit. And then, to top it off, there was conventions in the hotel we were in, and you had to eat breakfast Maverick. The lady in the Portfolio, that was an actual woman who showed me pictures, and...
So it really was based on a true story.
That's of course, she wasn't nearly as interesting as the poem that was written about her, but
they never are.
she says, "Oh, that's such a ugly poem," and I said, "Well, it's very ugly.
It's an ugly situation.
It's a very ugly story." And she says, "But tiny pieces of his pitifully broken heart become lodged in his bowels, and he was unable to run on the Boston Marathon because of the bleeding." I said, "Well, yeah, that's the opening line."
How come we didn't do that one?
That would make a better cartoon.
You still can.
Gross,
Well,
yeah.
still would have been.
It would have been a better cartoon.
And Big Beef. Talk about Big Beef.
Oh, Big Beef. Wasn't that a hoot band? You remember Big
La
Beef?
Tour.
the first one was a full page. Then she put it in with a bunch of ads and turned it around and stuff. You could barely see the second one. Then she wanted the third one, but she wanted us to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, I don't need to pay to showcase this. I think we could blow these things up and hang them in an art gallery and sell them for $35. Big freaking
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
Or put it in the closet and never look at it again.
No.
Big freaking But what I remember about the tour bus, and I think that's when Wes Bailey finally, he was working at the Magic Theater at that time, and I think that's when he began to see that he and I could work together.
Ah.
That was fun. That
Well,
was
and it
lots of
seems
fun.
to be that Morday would go through these metamorphosis of
Oh my God,
what
it
the
did.
sequence was.
We kept changing the sequence all the time.
Because we could, because remember when
Well, we kept changing cast members.
but we
Partly,
could always do that
yeah.
because the whole premise of that, remember one Sunday before brunch, we were listening to the radio and you said all these sound the same, and I said it's a French review. It has a subject. They changed the scenery. They changed even the times, but they all sing a song that's about the same thing. And they were singing in French, but you could tell that they were singing songs about the same thing.
The Morty Moku medley.
Yeah. So I said, so that's why all the songs say "Bite My Ass," because even when there was no particular reason for them to say "Bite My Ass," it's because that was patterned off something that Ben and I heard randomly on the radio on the way to brunch one Sunday. Wes already had the idea that we should have a show called "Bite My Ass" because he was feeling rather testy about something that was happening on the dinner theater.
Oh,
Yeah,
usual.
like what's new.
Unusual.
And then Frank
like
DeGeorge.
dinner theater would not
And then
cause
Frank
that.
DeGeorge told him, "You'll never work in this town again." With
That's like me.
promises. Oh, that's my next show.
Now,
That's
Norma,
horrible.
if we could take a moment to change our position, if you could join Francine over here, and we would like to talk about you, who two actresses who have both played Baby Wingo in one form or another.
I don't remember.
You played her in the audio script
Oh, that's right, I did.
when we first created the Wingos, and she was in one of the audio stories, and you were Baby Wingo.
Of course, for the Wingos Go to Mars.
We want you to meet the Wingos. 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 We want you to meet the
that you've seen lots of ghouls, cannibals and creeps in a variety of flavors. But we want you to meet a clan that's new. Don't let your defenses waver, because they're your next door neighbors.
We want you to meet the Wingos. Granny Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos. Mr. Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos. Baby Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos.
Francie was
So,
the better.
Baby Wingo.
Francie was the better.
Well, Francie was the original Baby Wingo.
Yeah. Tell us about being Baby Wingo.
You tell me what you told me the other day about it. You remember it was very hot in the basement,
It was really dark,
and it was very hot.
really hot,
How was that makeup?
kind of hot.
You wore a pig nose makeup, didn't you?
Yeah. I
With
did,
an
yeah, I
apple,
did,
with
yeah.
a full appliance.
One of the pines, my friend.
To meet the Wingos, Granny Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos, Mr. Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos, baby Wingo, we want you to meet the Wingos, we want you to meet the Wingos.
Hello, is anybody home? Oh, you must be the Wingo's pet pig. Aren't you cute?
Oh, hello, my dear. And who might you be?
Oh,
But your Jane Hathaway was on point. It was flawless. And
And we did the cheesy two-screen technique with the bear
That worked great.
because
Hello,
Wes and I
Father
were
Peter, my
actually
dear.
right next to.
Hello, Mr. Wingo. What do you want? I'm in kind of a hurry. You know, my boyfriend Bernardo is coming up. He's going to show me his new hot rod.
Oh, my dear, I need you to come over and sit on Baby Wingo tonight. Granny and Mrs. Wingo and I are going to Mars. We're going to be on the $20,000 Family Jokers Brasses Wide Intergalactic Bloodbath Field Game Show live from Mars in the morning. It's my favorite.
Right now! Oh, you can't call me up like this and expect me to come over and sit on Baby Wingo at the spur of the moment. I'll have you know I am a professional.
Oh.
It's me, Bobby P. Where is everybody?
The rocket ship is blasting off. I got to run.
Bye. Love you, Tress. Baby Wingo! Baby Wingo! Where is that kid? Well, I know it's around here somewhere. I can hear it breathing. Oh, there you are. Oh, you know, Baby Wingo, I couldn't tell you from the rest of the trash around here. Oh, well, I better get you ready for bed before my boyfriend Bernardo gets here. Let me tell you. I've got the blues. It's no new news. While sitting, I take a snooze. Where is the booze? Let me take off my shoes and let me tell little old news. I've got the babysitter's blues, Baby Wingo. Pimples, I pop. Eating, I can't stop. I sit and I watch TV. I watch cable for free. I'm really 33. This is the only employment for me. Oh, I got the babysitter's blues, Baby Wingo. So when the Wingos go away, baby, you and I will play and play the whole livelong day. We'll play and we'll play and we'll play and we'll hope that the Wingos stay away. I've got the babysitter's blues, Baby Wingo. I've got the babysitter's blues, Baby Wingo.
That was the
Down
introduction.
on your knees.
I'm the queen of heaven. They crown me.
I don't sing too good, so I have to know what the cues are, so I knew it was Bob.
Virgin eternal. That's what I am. I'm the queen of heaven. Rattle them beads. Rattle them beads.
And most of those lyrics come from the old Baltimore Catechism.
Well, her dialogue and her answers
Were from-
to Bernadette, because I had a copy in the trash can of the Baltimore Catechism, and I read verbatim my lines, which is, it means on the day of ascension, the bodies of men shall rise.
Perverted to be sure, but certainly suited to this diadem of decadence, a woman's natural ally, or so it's been said by others of the same, Miss Sappist. Nothing in the world, there is nothing you can name that is anything like a... Wish her luck, but don't mess with her.
You better get up to rehearsal, Miss Short Stack. There's nothing you can do for Sonny now. You better just let him snore it off. Here's your new song.
Thanks, Buck.
Are you in love or merely vicious when you send me your best wishes from a telephone in some exotic city while I'm sitting in my kitchen with your letters poorly written describing the women on the road? Are you a toad or just an overloaded lover? My heart is torn and tattered. Your mental state is scattered. Is our love affair now shattered? Are you a bum or just another battered pumpkin? Are you in
Let's look at this. Mrs. Alma Mater of Omaha, Nebraska, how did that feel?
Hurt like hell. Kidding? What's going on around here?
We'd like you to try Pain End.
Pain in.
Yes, Pain End. More than 500 ingredients in this one tablet. Try it.
Okay.
Minutes later. Well, Alma, how did that feel?
I didn't feel anything. Are you going to hurt me again? Am I being paid for this?
Pain End. Try it. You won't know what hit you.
I love pain in. Can I have some more?